Good evening, bonsoir, and welcome to your favorite program on sports program on a Thursday night. I'm Local Sebastian. Oh, just our boy is here with us for the carnival, and
Dr. Thompson Fontaine.
And as usual, we are give God praise, and we're going to start with our normal prayer. Pastor Rodney, take it away.
Lord, you have shown your grace throughout generations. You have embraced your people throughout ages. You've loved us more than we love ourselves and care for us more than we could ever care for ourselves. Today, we thank you for that. We thank you for overshadowing us. We thank you for looking after us. We thank you for creating paths for us to walk, Father God. It is you who promised us that you will cause us to walk in the paths of righteousness for your name's sake. And today we thank you for that. We thank you for this sports wrap program tonight. And we ask, Lord, that through every deliberation this evening, that every listener will be enhanced. We ask, Father God, that every person connected to sports wrap will find something encouraging for them, something enlightening for them, something educational for them, something that they can utilize, Father God, to better themselves, to enhance their living. Bless the hosts. Bless every participant. And let sports wrap, oh God, be done tonight to redound to your glory. And we'll be mindful to give you thanks and praise. In Jesus' name, amen.
Hit the horns. Today when I look at society critically, one of the things stands out that means big men behaving like little women. Is it a deficiency of testosterone, lack of one hormone destroying humanity? Look around you, you will see. When big men acting like little women, who's gonna play the role? Scientifically, it's called gender dysphoria, apparent all over the world. Some choose to lose testosterone, some choose to gain estrogen. But in the Calypso fraternity, women are doing excellently, fighting steady for the monarchy, while some boys behaving like little girls. So the guilty ones must be brought to the fore. So when you see a Calypsonian, like plenty shenanigans, a bam-deba, that man is a bam-deba, bam-deba. You may never know who is who when they love their evil more than a luga who is a bam-deba, bam-deba. That man is a bam-deba, bam-deba. I know, bus driver, an elimination survivor. And if you ask his neighbor or a taxi driver, they will tell you Fred Rose is a bam-deba, bam-deba. Hit the horn, ayo. And Jesus said something off the little children to come unto him, but some big men not come unto them. hurts me spiritually as my soul points at the insanity to be man. It's pastors, let's sacrifice something for the country. Be this, everybody should be easy cause we got it for free. The ego is the father of vanity. It robs good people of their humility. It does make man greedy for plenty money. We don't even need surgery, just nip it in the bud and let it go and turn back to God. Yeah. Lego, 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 Lego the ego. Lego, 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 Lego the ego. Easy to let it go. People adoring you. That comes with it too. So before it corrupts you and people turn on you, grow some principle and let go your ego. Who the captain? Let them wear it. Let go your ego. That freaking ego.
Yes. Well, it's carnival time, and it's Calypso time. It's Calypso on Saturday night, and we just heard a song about ego. I wonder who this singer is referring to, but we'll soon hear him. He's in the studio with us. We're supposed to be joined by Reds as well. But Dr. Fontaine, I just want to say one thing before we go to Daryl Bob. And we need to take a lesson here in Dominica. Yesterday in Barbados, the Mayor Motley won the election. The total voters registered in Barbados is 271,000. Only 83,000 people voted. She got 30.8% of the vote.
No, 40% turnout.
Turnout, 40% turnout. So maybe she might only probably 25%. Let's say I put it high, would have voted for her. So here you have a government who is going to be ruling a country in the minority. Obviously, the opposition, they were not organized. They didn't do the work, but people are disenchanted with the government. So it's a lesson here that we shouldn't fall in the same boat. The opposition must get their act together because that's the only way. Anytime you have a low turnout, the government will win.
Yeah.
And that is what is happening. And it's a lesson for people in Dominica. 30% turnout, so she might have gotten 20% or 25% of the total votes, and she's going to be ruling the country. Anyway, that's something we'll talk about. Daryl Bob, good evening. You here?
Greetings in the name of Jesus Christ and his Father.
Daryl, yeah. I just heard a song.
I like to put him first.
Tell us Pastor Rodney, who is the person you're referring to, the ego in that song, or the people, person or the people?
You see, everybody ignoring the last part of the chorus when it says, "Who that cap fed, let them wear it."
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So it could be anybody, huh? It could be anybody, but the song, I think but I think Dominican people should hold it onto their issues that are more grave to them, you know, things that are, if there's anybody making you uncomfortable, that song is for them. From your heart, that song is for them, you know. So I think we know what our political environment is like, our atmosphere is like, so you use the song.
But let me ask you though, you penned the song yourself, right?
Pat Aaron
penned the song.
and Daryl Bob.
Pen that song. Yeah. Well, Daryl, I've just said to Lobby, you're a musician, so I know the music is just lovely. Who put together the music of that song?
Daryl Bob.
Well, you're a musician. Nobody wants to say something.
But seriously, I don't expect anything less when it comes from music. From
I'll be scolded.
You know that from where the man came from effects. You know, the man been working that for a very long time. So I'm expecting that from him, the quality. When he comes with something up tempo, there's harmony coming. You can dance to wave and wave, you know, and there's quality. The voice goes with it, stage personality. He has the total package. He has charisma on stage,
Well, I grew up back in the day listening to guys like your brother. So.
I know. He was close by,
Yeah.
And but Bob, as you have been involved in Calypso all the years. I've been following the Calypso. I have some things to talk about. I listen to the quarters. I listen to the semis. I'm here again. One of the things is that I'm looking at the judging. I don't know. I had a problem. There were two. You had, for example, Alex Monel, who is a seasoned judge. They have been there years, which almost 40 years in that judging. And when I heard this, Natasha was chief judge. I found it very, very funny.
Oh, that such a senior person would be.
Yes, or even Tusha, who have been also judging for years also.
Well, I think sometimes you have situations where people don't come forward.
So
they have the talent, they have the skills.
No, but they have been judging for years. You all have them down.
Yes, that's why I'm saying you're right. As to their qualifications, yes. But then probably another younger person, less qualified than them, decide to, hey, I'll do it.
No, I don't think so. You shouldn't come because you should know exactly. You're in charge.
Because the judges. One thing we cannot insist on those things with the judges, huh?
No, but who? But not just not then. But even that, I found that strange itself.
I understand.
Because when Pembo was there for years, I'm expecting a chief judge, it's person who has experience, who has been there, a senior person.
Yeah.
I took that very high. I took that very high. And if I was singing Calypso, or if I say my brother, I would
have an issue with that.
But a serious issue.
I understand.
And secondly, in terms of you have a workshop, not because you attend a workshop, you just become a judge, just like this for me.
That's right.
It takes much more than that. It's like a job interview, and because you have your experience and so on, your involvement. Because there are some of one or two Calypsos. I listen to Calypsos for long, and it's not original.
Okay.
All right. The other thing, whether you have some of them don't know anything about that, and guys just pass through.
Yeah, I have that. I've made that observation.
And my last thing I find, last thing, one thing I have, not last. I like equity. I hate injustice. My brother went through a lot. Levi went through a lot. And I cannot believe what I see happening now in terms of the band. Every Calypsonian must have proper accompaniment.
I agree with that too.
And people are seeing it for themselves. Favoritism.
Yeah.
When this Calypsonian guy or this woman comes to sing, you can hear this thing as far as Jerusalem. All right, the echo and how the things resonate in the part, compared to somebody else.
But the thing is, how do we fix that?
No, I believe. Secondly, no. Listen, tell you. I think you'll have an evaluation. No. The people who are involved at the end of the season, the band must come to play. That is, if I was involved, there must be equity, and people are talking about that.
Yeah.
All right.
But you made a useful point. How do you fix that?
Yes.
Yeah, because here you have like two of the finalists are members of the band. So human nature, obviously, they will try their best to ensure that their people do the best. But anyway, let's take this caller. We'll come back to it because I guess somebody probably wants to speak to Darren. Good evening.
Good evening, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Very well. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Knowing that Bob is in the studio.
Good evening, Blue.
And I know of you will never say that call up there and nothing from Dominica. Yes, I love you. You miss that,
No.
Good evening again, gentlemen. Auntie Ron, I hope you're having a good evening tonight, Auntie Nancy. Enjoy all your night. Have a blessed night. I'll be down in the tent tonight, Bobby.
Blessings.
Oh, good. No, Daryl, going back to your two songs. Yeah. Well, I understand. I don't know if the fact there was some controversy about one of your songs that people were talking about the legal route or whatever. Yeah. What is the problem with that?
Well, for me, there's no problem because I did my research. I found what I needed and I wrote a song. That's how and then I'm hearing people who should do the same thing like me and to prove that, because one of the things I learned this season is that Calypso must be honest, the Calypso must be true.
Mm-hmm.
You mustn't just say things about people that you cannot substantiate,
Right.
you cannot stand by.
Right.
Otherwise, you could get yourself into so much trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I've been able to sing this song at 2 different competitions so far. I'm going into a third.
Mm-hmm.
It means that nobody can touch me.
Okay.
The information that I have is authentic, it's real,
Mm-hmm.
and I sing by it. You understand? And that is what I expect people from the other radio. As a matter of fact, this is the only radio station that's playing the song.
Mm-hmm.
Q9. That's why I'm here tonight, you know,
Mm-hmm.
because it's the only radio station that plays this song. Because I suppose they've done their research, they found out that, oh, Bob knows what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
The other research, they have not done anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so the song is not being played.
We have another caller. Let's see the caller. Good evening.
Hey, good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening. Good evening. Yeah.
I just have one request. Can Daryl please upload all his songs on his YouTube page or Facebook page?
Yes.
That's my only request.
Yes.
All of them. I mean, all the old ones too.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Daryl, you heard
That's
what
a project
he
for
called.
after Carnival, definitely. But
He
yeah.
said to upload all the
Yeah.
songs.
Thank you so
Okay.
much. It needs to be done. Yes.
Mhm.
Because
Simple.
Mm.
Yes. On Calypso.
Well, let's catch up about his song.
You know his song.
Mhm.
No, oh,
Go ahead. No, you can ask him.
no,
about
no,
it.
no. He
Yeah.
was saying in terms of there's no problem. There is not libelous. Number one, he has done his homework.
of course.
Mm.
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's go back to the. Good evening, caller. Good evening.
No be money. I see all money there as one of the judge.
Yeah,
Number
yeah,
three
yeah.
judge.
Nobody mentioned that.
Chief Judge. He should be Chief Judge.
Okay, all right then.
Well, he's on the list. I saw his name on the list. Yeah, because I was wondering, but what is the problem with the song? And
There's
I
no
did-
problem with the song.
Mhm.
You know what? The truth offends. That is what the problem with the song is.
Mhm.
That is what the problem that the song sheds light on, that the truth offends.
But the issue is this, I am old enough, been involved or wrong with long before you had Lapuk, and people made songs spontaneously in those days. And the thing is that Sebastian, he's lucky. Now you have people don't sing on the road as before.
Yeah.
The songs were simple,
Yeah.
and people sang all over, and people sang song on people.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, nobody. You're joking, now, man. Nobody made, and even in case you object to that, now you're in serious
Huge
problem.
problems. Yeah.
Yeah, don't let the song
But I
play.
can say safely to that at least two of the people that were mentioned in this song, they have been very quiet. They have been. I want to put it this way: they have been very respectful
Nobody was thing to do.
because they understand I'm no fool, and you can't come in front of me and talk nonsense. You can't bring any envelope to me either because I'm no fool. So they see me, they look the other way, I look the other way. We go about our business. There's only one character who well, I'll stop it.
Well, don't call name. Let's take the next caller. Good evening.
Good evening, Sibu.
How are you? How are
Everybody
you?
else out there.
Good evening.
Bob.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening.
Well, we know Bob can sing, eh? Oh, that's no problem. We know Bob can sing.
Mm-hmm.
That song about life, that song about life, brothers. Listen to that. Suppose I have a boyfriend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then me and that boy, I tell you, Sibu, me and that boyfriend finish, we.
Mm-hmm.
Then you'll meet me. Then say 2 weeks out, so you see me the boyfriend, right? So you tell me, but you don't tell me you and that boyfriend finished, huh? So I will tell you, about Sibu, you like trouble, eh? You say, oh, fam, day, bye. You know, like that. So I don't see anything wrong with the song, you understand? I don't see nothing like that. No, another thing I want to say, Bob, I know you have been on the executive for a long while.
I'm not on the executive anymore.
Judging. I mean, nobody perfect, eh?
Yeah.
But I want to ask you a question. I've talked on that judging thing long enough, I talk enough. What I want to say, you have a chief judge.
Mm-hmm.
After the judges put their points together, does the chief judge look at the points? For example, if I'm judging, I give a person 35 in one thing. Another person gives 20. You understand? Another person gives 19. What is the role of the chief judge? Because the one that gives 35 plus 20 and 19, there's a disparity there. So what is the role of the chief
The role, two of the important roles of the chief judge is to break ties and to also ensure that the basic rules, the processes are being kept. But if somebody gives somebody 20 and another person 30, now there's a feature in the system that's supposed to take care of that. What it does is that it will take off your highest point and your lowest. So that 20 and 30, so the 19% and the 20-something, they are the ones that would, and that would happen for each thing. Now I'm saying all of that. I know that exists in the system. As to whether it's still being done, I don't know, because I'm not there. But I hope it's still being done because it's very important. It eliminates a fair level of a considerable level of bias. Because somebody come and find Bob is so good, I'm going to give him 99. Okay, fine.
Yes, but I suspect people change their score afterwards. I had once I judged, but not Calypso, the princess, the Queen show, and I was the chief judge for that. What I did, as soon as the round was over, I took the scores. Yeah. So nobody had a chance to change. I say, you look at it as you see it, you score. As you're done, no changing of scores. When we discuss, don't change the scores. Everybody gave the scores, that's inputted, so that is locked in. And we did the same thing, took off the high, took off the low. That way, people don't go back and change because people have a tendency after the score, they say, boy, they have a little preference. Maybe that person,
Yes.
So
or you take out some to give to that other person. You
give
that person too much. And
Well, I can identify with what Dr. Fountain said. In February 2000, one judge, the night after, I was a judge that night, Thomas Baptist deceased, Colin Bully, and so on. Somebody else, I won't call the person's name. And when we went back to them, when we checked, Blanca John had won. And one guy, oh, no, so-and-so is my king. And changed his point. That is a fact. And I challenged that person to come and sue me. I was a judge, and that happened backstage. And Blanca John, that night, Father John, by the way, I don't know if you saw it that night, one of the best performances ever by a Calypso on stage that night. And it changed. So what Dr. Fountain says, so people change the points. That happened.
But that part of it, people can change you can change, Sebastian, but this one itself, I can understand that. For example, when that person finishes sing, you might have, but at the end, when everything has been compiled and say that, and to come and the chief judge should right there.
Exactly.
Right there, the chief judge.
Yeah.
Because I think there was one judge who said, I will not judge anytime. He was involved in, I don't know the name of that judge. When he went home, he left early, and on his way home, he's hearing that this guy won. He was shocked. And these things should stop. People should go and, like presently, right
because
now.
that's not the decision he left.
Yeah, no decision he left. Presently, what has been happening over what happened over the years now with judging? You go and look, you must do an honest job. You have a score sheet, everybody starts at 0. The king is at 0. Everybody is at 0.
Well, naturally, that's how it should be.
All right, how it should be.
It should be judged on the night.
On the night. Forget about the political song. Judge the person. And these people get inside the song and they listen, but that song becomes very popular and goes against my government,
Yeah.
Against my government.
I suspect Calford P suffered a little bit of that this year.
No, but I didn't talk about Calford P, Daryl Bob. I heard the lineup on the night. They have 6 other acts. Calford P is one of them. Webb. So I'm saying you already have 10 Calypsonians, 20 songs. You bring in 6 other observers as well during the intermission. I understand that's too many.
No. What they do, they usually start. Maybe 3 will start the show. They usually have that. They usually follow.
To allow the band to warm up.
Yes.
The sound to test the sound and so.
At the start, after the first round, and then towards the end, while the judges here towards the end.
Darren, let's go straight to you. How confident are you for Saturday night?
Well, the public knows that I'm always a very confident person. They even say that they have called me names for being confident. Mr. song, and those kind of things. But you got to be confident, right, Thompson?
But of course,
absolutely.
Yeah, if you go,
who's going to carry that for you? So I'm always a very confident person because I know the work I put in, I know what I have to do, and I go there with the discipline of delivering. And as long as that is done, this is what I came to do. So yeah. But going back to your question earlier when you asked who's the song, it starts with priests, pastors. Let's sacrifice some.
What about politicians?
Second verse, lawyers, Bido Leglis. Third verse, politicians, ex-parliamentarians. So you had to listen to this.
Well, let me ask you though, when you write,
clean up garbage.
Well, do give us a cappella there, Daryl. Go ahead.
Yet you still getting paid.
Right.
Paid for work that you never do. Oh, what a shame on you.
Wow.
But now it's time to let go of your ego. You get the message, guys?
Yes, yes.
Right.
But let me ask you.
We have a lot of guys still getting paid. We don't know for what. Somebody, the guy's free to sing about that.
Yeah. But when you write a song like that, okay, how do you start, Darren, to get a song like that, to write a song like that? Tell us how the process.
You have to be on the ground like Thompson, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You have to know. You have to feel the pulse of the people.
Right.
You know, you have to also, and it's a time in our existence where I think it's time for a lot of people to let go.
Mm-hmm.
Let go, you know. Just let go. Let new things happen. Step back and let your wisdom be your thing where you pass it on to other people and help them to grow as well. Because we cannot stay stagnant with the same vibes, doing the same thing, expecting the same result all the time. So it's a time for people to just kind of let go, let new vibes flow.
But one of the things that I'm always surprised, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, for example, people come, this guy singing political songs. But why one of them somebody sing song about the government, sing a nice song, like for example, say it is rosy, it's no more rose, give me blows. Things are rosy now. Sing that song, let me, it's rosy now.
Let's take this caller. Hold on. Good evening.
Darren, I want to ask you one final question.
Yes, dear.
You said only Q95 played the song, the other station was playing the song. Now, what I want to ask, you have a Calypso. The radio station has not played, or who not playing it? Do they find out from a lawyer if the song is rebellious before they just decide,
I
am not playing a song?
I had a chat with
How it goes, or they just take on their own and say, I don't like this song, I'm not playing, I'm just asking.
Yes. I had a chat with one of the radio managers, and the person told me that they have done all the research. They seem to even have more information than I have. But said to me, boy, just one issue I have there. I just don't want to play this song, and next thing I have to get a lawyer to pay him $10,000 just to say we are not guilty. I said, well, okay. But if I know I'm not guilty, I really need a lawyer to do that, Thompson? Huh?
No, if you know. But it's always good just to be very sure. You could always consult. Just to be
consult. But then if somebody takes you, well, why should anybody take that radio station to court and nobody's taking the other one? That's
exactly.
And Calypso Association and the venues, it's just a mess and a lot of ignorance. You understand? Like in this song, "Let Go Your Ego," it says that ignorance, it destroys any man.
Which we would never like that. First of all, we would never like that. It has gone by with Calypsos, the kind of songs that were played. People and nobody bother with that. People enjoy sweet music.
I think we fear a lot of things in our new in this day and age. We have a fear of something's happening, and that a lot of people want to protect themselves from.
Yeah, but Bob, let's talk a little bit about
just 1 minute, Tom. So we were supposed to have been joined by Reds as well, but he hasn't arrived. I don't know. Although he said to me he would. He just coming now. All right, we were just saying. Well, he just appeared, Mr. Reds.
They were just going to Malpari.
No, I wasn't going to Malpari. Yeah, but Dr. Fountain, before you ask that question, let's hear a little bit of Reds. He just came in the studio. Yeah, he has a nice one about CARICOM. That's a song that you need to play now because of what's happening in the Caribbean.
She was fat and juicy, and used to want to dive with she. She was full of life and energy. She wiggle with vitality. You could find her anywhere not to go. Now she's a sprinkle of rich just show. She looking mad. I hear they say she have cancer. I thought him was a reverse. They dying slowly. They trying and trying. And nobody don't want it. They shopping up a list. All in the forest. Now she dehydrated. And looking in distress. All the champions at forestry are no longer there to protect she. Please help us, Father Coffee, and say a prayer before cemetery. River of We have a river for every day. We used to always host and say, now a river is trickling, and all the springs are just trickling. Used to dive sick, we are under power. Now it's better if you swim in your shower. All the beyond the night. They say we have no national pride. I talk about the rivers, they dying slowly.
One voice. One voice. One voice. One voice.
One.
One voice. One voice. One voice. One voice.
One of the day. Da da do. Da da day. Day. One Caribbean. One voice. One voice. Yeah, Caribbean leaders got no secret weapon to fight and cause mass destruction. We can show resolve and show principle as they know resist the devil. We don't need to climb on each other's back looking for US scraps, cause the only way we can survive is by calling for what is right. What is right? One voice, you can defeat Caracas. One voice, give us our freedom back. One voice, we are what the terror's true. One voice, Dr. Holness and Scarrow too. One voice, I know we power you are great. One voice, but we care about to your dictates. One voice, everybody one voice, one voice. Just like Moses battled with Pharaoh. And David,
you know, two gentlemen in here, the loveliest voices you can have at the Calypso, in a Calypso final, right?
As his opponent, let me just say something.
Go ahead.
This is a fantastic melody. This is a great melody.
Well, you're a musician, so yeah.
If that melody had passed by me.
Right. Mr. Red, we wanted to tell your police officer, we wanted to tell people your name.
Yeah. Well, my official name is Bernard Darrow.
Right.
Yeah, but my stage name is Reds.
Reds. By the way, good evening, Mr. Ian Jackson. Good evening. Yeah. Right. Reds, tell us. That's your first year in Calypso, right?
Second. No,
second year.
My second year.
Right.
In competitive Calypso.
And you've been working with Ian Jackson?
Yes.
Yeah, I spoke to him up to today. I told him wonderful writer. And you feel comfortable with the two songs you have?
Very much so.
Very much so. Yeah. Comfortable. So you feel, well, Darren is comfortable as well.
Yes,
so tell me, to be a real competition Saturday night, eh?
Yes, I mean, when you're in the finals, you have to go for the crown, you know.
Yes.
Yes, and if you fall short of the crown, you fall, but the crown you're going for, you can't be there going for second place or fourth place. You have to go for the big thing.
Everybody.
So where are you from? Pitsavan, right?
I have Pat Pitsavan, Pat Marigot. I grew up Irish Pit and I live in Bellevue presently for the last 5 years.
Well, you should have a big contingent there. Yeah, and a lot of police officers should be there as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, let me ask you the police one first, so they're assisting you with their assisting you, right?
I got some days off for me to rehearse and stuff, so that worked well for me.
This song, what motivated you to write a song or that song?
Ian wrote the song. But
right. But didn't you give he wrote it on his own? Or,
he sent me about 5 different songs.
Wow, 5.
And he told me different ideas.
Right.
Songs, ideas.
Mm-hmm.
And then he told me, figure out which one I think that I would like to sing.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's the one that caught my attention because I'm a guy that used to always go in the river.
And catch your view.
Pass my pal 100 steps.
Right.
About 100 steps.
100 steps.
Not there again. But
you mean over there, right? By the Link Road, yeah.
Just
Paul was living right there, yeah.
Pass by Paul, go see Queen. All the river grapes they are going up there. Yes, man.
So that is the song you felt comfortable.
Yeah. Very nice. I can relate to it for sure. I can relate to it.
Well, here's a caller for you. Maybe the caller want to ask you a question. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I understood a priest. There's a priest who likes your song. I wouldn't call him. Let's take this one. Good evening. Good evening, caller. Hello. Please don't listen to the radio. Hello. Good evening.
Yes.
The radio. Go ahead.
Yes. Good night, Sibo and Mr. Roblock and Dr. Fontaine. I call in from Nevis. I'm looking at the show, but then I'm not seeing the other man who is speaking, which is the other, how you would say that. I'm not seeing the people that are speaking. I see Mr. Sibo, I see Mr. Thompson, but the other two men, I've not seen them. And I mean, at least, I'm looking at the show, but at least I would like to see the people. And I am looking at that show every Q95 every night, Every morning I listen to Q95.
Hold on a while.
Them,
Can you see them now? Caller.
Yes, I'm seeing them now.
You see them
so
now?
At least
Okay.
I can say, well, I know that person, or I know that person.
What do you have to say to them, both of them?
Hello?
To both of them?
Yeah, well, I mean, the song is good. I listen to them. I'm not really a Calypso man. I can tell you that I'm a believer. I don't get involved in Calypso and those things. But I mean, when a song is good, it is good. The lyrics is good and the words, they are good. I listen to that. You know me, Robertson brother, man. Robertson Buffet State, Reds that used to spray transport. So you
live now? You live in Nevis now?
Pardon me?
Is that where you live now? You live in Nevis now? You listen to, don't listen to the radio. Listen to me, don't listen to the radio. Are you residing in Nevis now?
Yes, that's where I am. For that matter, I pledge with on that last pledge with Dr. Fontaine.
Okay, for this yesterday. Well, there's another tonight. They continue with tonight. The people who want to make donations for the court case coming up. So later you can listen to them from 8 o'clock as well. It will continue.
Yes, I will be listening. I listen to partly all the programs on Q95.
Nice.
Basically.
Nice.
All the programs, I listen to them. So I'm enjoying the program. I'm watching, but it's just that the two men I wasn't seeing them, and that is why I called, So have a good evening, and I wish them well,
Okay.
On whatever competition and so on.
Right. Next caller, please. Good evening. Hello.
Yes, good evening, Sibo.
Yeah, Ian Jackson. What's up? Good night, man.
I in a long line there. I know it's 6:30. I in a long line there by the port that I tell you no easy. But I don't been here in red, but I suppose it's on now. So I just come to register as a writer composer for his songs, just to give him some encouragement. I mean, he's the second year in the competition, and basically, I think he's a guy you can go far. In my own personal opinion, and not because of the writer of the song, I think that he certainly has few of the best second songs in the competition thus far, and you know what Reverse Tears have been doing already. So we have a team with us, and since we wrote the Reverse Tears thing, it has become the anthem for the people in the Reverse committee, people like Father Coffee and those persons. We have guys like Oliver and Buster in support. So we have been giving them tips and we work together. And as maybe Red always tell radio stations that it's a long, hard journey. People think Calypso is not like just passing reggae. You can say, we don't come again. You have to be on the ball, do your practices, listen to criticisms, because we had one or two areas that we tried to tighten up and we see the results of it in the semi-finals. Are we there, sir?
Yeah, of course. We listen to you. Everybody's listening to you. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, and we saw the results of how he performed in semi-finals. That he developed from one stage to the next. We expect for the finals that it even do better. The second song, One Voice, is a song, as he will tell you and as you'll hear for yourself, talking about, we have been talking for years about CARICOM, and we can even say CARIGO, because people are talking together as a region. But I think we should not forget about the call. The call is still very necessary now, especially now where we have Trump, resisting, our visas, resisting all kind of stuff. And in terms of the curriculum, and the wider curriculum we're looking at, people like that's why we talk about Caracas in the song, and so on. And it's time we stop going to him and negotiating one by one. Some Caribbean leaders probably trying to get opportunities here and there for themselves. But as one Caribbean country, we must really approach, and make our voices be heard even louder. As we say in the song, we can't fight. We don't have no secret weapons or nothing that we can fight Trump physically. But however, we can have a resolve as one people, putting our heads in one direction. And that's the whole idea of the song. And that song basically is a Caribbean song that can be used by Caribbean people. It's a song that we want to probably have played on radio stations around the region. There's another song just for Dominica. Most of the songs in competition, you realize is just basically for Dominica. This song goes, further than that. It talks about the Caribbean region as one people, and it calls out CW leaders in the Caribbean, including our own Prime Minister, to join the call and join the voices and approach and take a stand in certain things that we need to achieve as one people.
Thank you very much, Jacko. Thank you.
Yeah.
Reds, that was your writer, Ian Jackson, was giving you all the support. And by the way, Julius Cobbett from Florida is saying, Red sounds a Calypso classic. I also love his attitude and confidence. That's coming from Julius Cobbett, all the way in Florida.
Now, as you said, it's your second year. The middle year is a veteran. The advantage Bob is like my brother, Super. These guys are singers. And they just don't wait during Calypso time to sing. They sing throughout the year. The more you sing your song, is the better you become comfortable with it. Perform it at your home. Visualize the crowd, and you have to get comfortable with the song. Friday night, Saturday final is a doggy dog. You have to go all out. Seriously. No, I'm just telling you. When you get on the stage, you have to use the stage. It's a fight that is there. Remember that you're going into battle. And you got to perform. Bob is a veteran. He knows about battles.
Well,
he has a problem.
But Emmanuel, as you talk about battles, Bob, you're the veteran. I mean, he's a second year. I mean, in terms of the camaraderie and so on, do you give him would you give little advice and so on? Well, understanding that you guys are competing. But
well, I'll be honest.
How does it work?
Reza and I have never really gotten the chance to connect. We've never gotten the chance to have a conversation because he being a newcomer, I guess it's more of a high hello type of relationship. But we are. I think we perform at Stardom too, right?
Yes.
Right. But he performs at Mascam, and there's a sort of a kind of a family synergy in Mascam. So eventually that's going to come about. But all the Calypsonians know that if there's any information or anything they want to know about the competition, about what their next step should be, I never think of a competitor from a competitor's view. I always try to help because I think it's my duty to as an experienced one.
Excellent.
Let's take this caller, I guess, probably for them. Good evening.
I say it was my last call.
But you can call anytime.
Side of things, Bob, the night of the show is when the judging is done. You're a veteran. And the police one also.
We hope so.
What I want to say is, with no errors, just go there and do what all you have to do before the women ostracize you all, okay? So do what all you have to do. The night of the show is when the judge, you know that, Bobo. So on the lighter side of things, just do what all, I will show you luck. Take care to make the women ostracize you all.
Thank you.
Guys, well, as we come into the end of this thing, both of you guys going to the lot tonight, right?
Oh, yes.
That's where the action is tonight, right?
Yes.
At the lot, a lot of foreign. By the way, good night, Vivian, Renee, and Joyce. They're here as well. A lot of foreigners are here, so we expect the lot to be packed tonight, guys, right?
Yeah. Showdown Mass Camp is on tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and we are on virtually. We are on in person at the lot in Pottersville, just before or after the Goodwill School Savannah. And we've had a couple nights there already, and it's been wonderful. The vibe in there just nice, just nice, Sibo.
Yeah,
it's the right size of place, and it's just airy. So
well, you know, Daryl, what I would say, you remember when Mascom Days played in Collyho, the little, you remember. What I would like to see, guys, after Carnival, go out there, go different places, man. Sing Calypso, have little gigs on a Saturday night and so on.
It would be nice if we are invited, you know. If we're invited, then yes, we'll make it, because the Calypsonians want to perform. You know?
Yeah. The Calypso can be only for now, and then after you forget about it till next year.
Everything in Dominica.
Because here's a guy two people with lovely voices. In fact, Daryl, you had a band, you still play different. You should encourage him to join a band. This guy have a lovely voice, man. I mean,
police have a rough schedule.
Yeah, but I must tell you, I'm not one that sing only in Calypso time.
Okay.
I sing year round.
Oh yeah, well, I never, to be honest, before this Calypso, I never really heard about you.
I sing reggae, I sing booyah, I sing soca, I sing all kind of music.
Okay.
So I do have a specific.
Well, most people, I'm sure this year they really heard you. Yeah. Well, these two songs are really lovely. I mean, the Revert song is just something else.
The last reggae song I did was the theme song for the Police Week.
You actually did the song?
I wrote that song myself, and yeah, that's so I do all. I just never did Calypso before, so that was a new challenge for me.
You see, what he's saying there, it tells me something, you know, that Calypso really introduced a lot of people to people with talent, take them to the other level. And I want to make reference to, and I want to say congratulations to him as well, Trilogy, who was just, you know, he's moving on. His health is picking up nicely.
Yeah.
But Trilogy, no one knew of him prior to him. Well, let me not say nobody knew, but only a small group of people within the circles of the booyah, I suppose. He was a budding, and from the time he hit Calypso, and I'm not happy that he only stayed 1 year. From the time he became successful, he disappeared from Calypso. But it was from Calypso that his career really catapulted.
True, that is true.
And he knows that. And he I mean, once a Calypsonian, always a Calypsonian. Once a member of the association, also always a member. So I'm sure he will find his way home like the prodigal son.
Like Dice. I mean, Dice is Calypso that made it famous.
Exactly.
You can talk about bouillon, whatever, but it's Calypso. Dice can identify with Calypso. Guys, we coming to the end of this conversation because we have other things. We have sports, we have cricket, World Cup, we have the football people, we have a new acting coach, we have a new secretary, all that. So Daryl,
you're going to talk about the US
the World Cup?
Yeah.
No, well, I just reading today where Africa was saying Africa should ban to
Super Bowl. I'm looking for
Super Bowl.
Last week we did mention it. In fact, I saw the owner of the Seattle the Seahawks saying he's going to sell the team and send all the money to charity. You know how much money that team would go for? No, he owns the Portland Trailblazers. He owns about 20 teams.
Yeah.
He's a billionaire, extraordinary.
And he'll give all the money to
charity. He said he's going to sell the team and give all the money to charity. When I say
charities down here, no?
Well, that team would go for billions, not millions, a billion. So but the guy's loaded, probably he doesn't know what to do with money. Yeah, the Super Bowl. But I did say last week that the Seattle Seahawks were the favorites. They won. They beat, I know, commiserations to some of the people who are here from Boston, like Vivian Rainey, Alison Giro. In fact, they went to the round on the big screen to watch the football last Sunday. Commiserations to them. But do you follow it, Daryl? You watched the Super Bowl?
No, I didn't watch.
Yeah.
But I followed the news after.
The
politics that came out of it and sort of the geopolitics as well. That's another topic.
And then they have them show.
Yeah. But by the way, the guy who was Trump didn't go there because he was upset that was it Bono that was going to sing.
Yeah.
So Donald Trump said he was not going to Super Bowl.
And then the Dominican flag was displayed prominently.
Yes.
At Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was very proud of that. Yeah.
But I knew that the Seahawks would have won.
When they were the favorites.
Not even of favorites.
You always say, every sport, the World Cup cricket, any sport, they're favorites. Anyway, let's take this last caller.
No, but you tell me, you not listen to me.
No, okay.
What I said.
Yeah, hold on. Let's take this last caller because we have to move on. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Sebastian and Dr. Fountain and the Calypsonians and Lobby. You sound like you're in Dominica.
He is.
Yeah, I'm indeed.
Right. Go ahead.
Right. You're talking about the man is loaded people. Not too long ago, sometime last year, you wouldn't imagine, maybe you saw it. A guy put a piece of art in front, art on a wall, a banana. He took a piece of tape and tape it on the wall and got $6 million for that, act.
My goodness, yeah.
But
Act.
the guy who paid for it, let me give you a quick story.
The guy who paid for that banana, his son, that's the guy that is selling Dominican passports on thing, for cryptocurrency. Yeah.
Wow.
So, it's free money, selling out Dominican passport to Chinese and so on. And he's the one who paid that $10 million for a banana strap tied on a
banana
yeah.
and stuffing it on a piece of with duct tape.
Well,
that person has to be loaded to buy that. Anyway, good news.
Your final words, your final words.
You want to go last?
Yeah, well, Darren will go last. Let's hear from Reds here.
Yeah, man, I want to give a shout out to all the fans out there, all the persons that wishing me luck, and looking forward for a nice show on the Saturday night. I'll do my best, and the judges will do the rest.
I like that.
Yeah,
I like that.
I want to just add what he's saying in his giving him advice again.
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Make sure you enjoy it because you want the next experience to be. You want to be fired up about going into it again. But folks, I just want to say, throughout this season, a lot of people have been coming to me about, do I have a lawyer? Do I have this and all that kind of thing. I just want to tell you that the risk I take, I do things in a sort of calculated way. I don't need no lawyer. And I want to say I took that risk with you in mind because I want to bring people back to Calypso. Calypso has to be interested. There are too many things that Calypsonians are afraid to sing about. They're politically affiliated, they this, they that, and some guys have dropped their guns and so on. I don't want to be among those few. We have to. I say to the politicians, the Calypsonian is your best friend because as the one that's going to speak in front of your face, he's not going to go at your back. He's trying to expose certain things that you're doing to make you a better person. And that's how I look at it, okay? Tell me if I'm wrong, I'm not going to agree with you. So this is it. And then, folks, tonight I'm launching my song, live performance at Showdown Mass Camp tonight on the lot. Come out and see it. Reds will be there doing his thing. Reds has 2 great songs going to the competition. And we just want to thank you. Thank you for holding on to sports rap because this sports rap is really tied to Calypso in a very beautiful way for years now. So thank you, folks, and come on, enjoy some good Calypso tonight and on Saturday night at the finals. God bless.
Well, next week, 1 and 2, if you all place 1 and 2, come back here. We'll have you all next week. It will be...
if we place 1 and 2.
1 and 2, come here. Oh, yeah, Expo 1 and 2 next week.
So if we're not 1 and 2, don't come.
Come, both of you all still come. Both of you all still come next week. We'll welcome you. Okay, guys? Thank you very much for coming. Thank you. All right, man. Thank you so much. Right, so we'll go to break now. Thanks, man.
Before we say that Calypso Carnival is Calypso, and people must understand that there's something happening in this country right now. People want to, as if Calypso they get its second place. Without Calypso, there's no carnival.
It's game time. On or off the field, every goal, corner kick, every penalty, from cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Matches is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Matches got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Matches. Oubliez, jouer, sway, sauter, marcher, et duvet, track pants, tops, shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Matches, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports reviews, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Matches, Arcade George 5th Street, lower down from A Station for Shopping Center.
Yeah, just want to say, people at the Najis, you have your last chance before Carnival. There's a sale, men's sneakers, ladies' tights, three-quarter shorts, three-quarter tights. Go there, the best in t-shirt, everything you want by Del Najis. Go quickly. I was there yesterday, and stocks are running out. Please, if you don't know that, don't go and blame me, say you did not know. Go to Del Najis and get all your stocks. We soon will be joined by the PRO of the Football Association. They have a lot of information. Guys, I understand the under 17 team. It's Rocco, who always called Rafael Francis' grandson, is playing, right, Bobby?
Yeah, he was the captain on I think the captain
of the team.
Yes,
yeah. Well, Rafael Francis always calls.
Yeah.
I mean, nice. I mean, that's nice. That what they need is more people like that who play overseas to play for the national team.
Well, to move on. Here, they're born in the US and they're playing top football.
Mm-hmm.
My nephew who played for the national team, that is my sister's son, Jurel.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Jurel Menard said it was quite impressive him,
In fact, I just saw Jamaica qualify for the Under-17 World Cup.
And Haiti also.
Yeah, Jamaica, Haiti too. Both of them Haiti is in the World Cup, right?
Yes.
But Jamaica still have to play in match.
Jamaica beat Canada to qualify.
Yeah, Jamaica is in the Under-17. Well, when that happens, it's good for your sports.
But
but nothing happening here.
But first of all, when you look at Jamaica, first of all, the youth, your school sport is very, very important, Sebastian. And what they have done, they have elevated the standard. They have become much more competitive. It's from there. Look, it's from there. What we had before, Dr. Fountain, our sports before. These guys came from the schools. From the schools, it's very important to school sports. You have to raise it. You cannot stop. All right, we had that. That's what we had. I'll come back to grammar school. Had their own. Sebastian, I passed there. Grammar school had you took the technical wing, that playing field. They had this hard cut. They put a building on the flipping hard. But I can't say at all, man. I think something is wrong.
Exactly. So they could tennis and basketball and so
man.
We're laughing at that, but when you look at it, this in Dominican sports has suffered. You only look at playing field wrong the island.
They put schools on the playing field.
But that's what I'm saying.
Yes.
No, but you look at Londonderry. You could have a lovely playing field there with stands and everything. Cassie Bruce. What does that do, Cassie Bruce?
Calibishi.
When are they playing Calibishi?
But look at it again, Sebastian. Look at it again. Look at the Goodwill School. Before that building there. At the back, there was this hard cut at the back. Now you have taken away the hard cut, All right, you have taken away they had the field, this field, Pottersville field.
Yeah.
They had the hard cut for their netball and their volleyball, their like basketball. Now you have taken it.
Yeah, this government has done a number of sports.
Tell me who
they've really.
But you remember Jolly John at one time was the place to go and play in the Caribbean territory. You don't even hear about. Well, I know they still play there.
No, don't forget there's a revamp for what cricket in the Caribbean territory.
Well, they always have
the cricket number one.
But what I would like to see, you go to Barbados and you drive around and you see playing field all over. Pavilion. No, but Barbados, I like to use that as an example.
Yeah.
Every parish you go, not only
cricket and
they have proper pavilions, everything. Why can that not happen here? Why can't we do that?
That's a good question.
Why can we not do it? What's the problem?
And what we have, they're destroying it. I mean, look at even the Baffin State. It's not even functioning.
Yes, exactly.
But that is a real problem.
But I'm telling you that, Sebastian, when this thing has... Let me tell you something. People have to understand that. While we may say that this guy's on the motorbike, what they're doing are wrong. But when you look further, these guys were good sportsmen, You have Roseland. This guy from the place is paralyzed. Roseland is totally paralyzed.
I saw about, as I was coming there tonight, I saw about 20 of them there on the Washington block, and I'm like, these are young men that otherwise would probably be in sports, all in their early 20s. That's the essence of our youth, right there.
Let us face it. What I am to today is fruit. Look, is Sebastian. What you know, through playing at Collie, who plays cricket game, is like a big game here and there, you know.
But people must play sport. Young people must play sport, and people must understand that. And I just don't understand why people think they will say, okay, we put lights here. Put light for what? You must have a proper playing field first before you put lights. It's not the only thing that's going to put lights.
Yeah. And I go back even to Grandford. I was shocked. I mean, Grandford, you could go any afternoon and meet 40, 50 people there.
Playing.
I was there last night. There were 4 kids. They could hardly get. They could hardly get 6 kids to play a volleyball game. I'm like, boy, we're in trouble.
But you see,
let's take this caller. Maybe the person want to wait on. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
I'm happy for the conversation you all are having, you know.
Right.
Because it really aches my heart and gets me angry. Even right now, I reside at Kingfield, and I have my youth growing. And I have to take my bigger boy and the others as well, and either bring them good. You getting an echo? I hope not.
No, go ahead. Just keep turn off your radio if you have it. Turn it off. Go ahead.
Okay, so let me know.
Right.
I have to bring them to either Stockholm or Goodwill to be able to play.
Well,
you understand? Now, I'm a guy, I played football. I loved my football. And I would like my boy to play football because I basically raised in the Windsor Park. In the Windsor Park, we used to have either Windsor Park or the technical wing.
Right.
You understand? And there are various types of sports being played at once at the Windsor Park. You had either basketball, netball, cricket, all by the stand people could play a cricket. All inside by the basketball, you could play a cricket and you play your small goal. All other things used to take place. Now, in order for children to grow up and become good footballers and good cricketers, they have to always be playing. You understand? It's not a matter of you go to an academy and they teach you 1, 2 little things and then you go home and that's it. You have to be on the ball and they're dribbling as a group, doing whatever you're doing, and then when you go to an academy or to a proper training, then you learn the formation of the game and so. But you have to be doing your thing wildly for you to learn properly. Now, what I'm saying is, with my children, right here we live there, there's a savannah at Kingfield, or used to be a savannah. I don't know if you all are aware.
Yes, of course.
We used to play cricket there, actually.
On the flat.
We used to play cricket right there.
No, but people, what he's saying recently, they had some, you see where they have all this, I think some solution company, Bryson, all these poles, there was a nice field, there were guys playing.
Yes,
football. Go ahead, caller, go ahead.
Yeah. So, I'm saying now, if that savannah, because that was used as a place to put galvanized and stuff after the hurricane. And since then, old trucks and trailers are parked there. And nobody's doing anything to clear that area. You understand? Now it really takes my heart because I would like to bring my boy, even in the early morning, in the afternoon, whenever I'm available and whenever the time is there. And even by himself, along with others, they can go there and play because when they are on the road playing in the lane, people are making noise about their vehicles and so, and then they cannot play. Now that is curtailing their ability to play and their interest in the game.
And to grow.
You understand? Anyway, take care.
Yeah, but you know, he's making a point, Dr. Fulton. There's no planning in Dominica. For instance, you have
but
to
they're taken away.
They're taken
That's the biggest problem.
But not only
what
that,
used to be there is no more under this government.
But not only that, if you're going to be, say, you put housing, if you put in and developing it, you must have a place for the people to play.
Absolutely.
You cannot put a housing area and they have
nowhere
to play.
for the children.
That is that nonsense. You cannot build a school now in this modern time and not have a playing field for the school.
Yeah.
That is rubbish. And I'm saying, and I know they will be listening. They say the goodwill there while you build it. In fact, there's another school right at the back. So 2 schools probably be open at the same time. The 7 days are building a big school right there. Please develop the Pottersville playing field into a proper field where students can play. There are 2 schools in close proximity. I am saying that, and Dr. Fontaine, you become president. That is something you have to dedicate somebody that knows about sports to do those things. You're building a school, and the people have nowhere to play about. Yeah.
I mean,
come on, man.
The thing is this, my problem is I've been saying for very long this way. That was the problem, We never had all this lawlessness and recklessness among young people. They were involved. Yeah, the other thing, they were involved. But you have to have this. For example, look, you went to grammar school, went to SM grammar school, for example. I said so. Grammar school had the best sports day on a Sunday, Sebastian, right? That Sunday. And there were multitudes of people, all right? Then you had the tech, when you had continuity. Guys return to school.
But you remember Emsol, there was a little playing field
right,
there. You remember Emsol?
Right.
What they did, they went and put some apartments or something. There was a playing field there, You cannot develop a housing area in this place without a playing facility. People must get places to play.
That is basic in any kind of planning. In any
School
kind of
children
planning.
must play. You cannot build a school and they have nowhere to recreate.
And then you have so many communities like that. Fokole is gone. Even thing we used to have a big competition. Next to that school, in by Libla Lane area there. That school there. We used to play big league game there. Scores and scores of people. They build on top of that field as well.
But Emerald Hillside.
But in those days, boy,
I remember plenty cricket down on Mero. I played cricket there. It was big. In fact, down on the West Coast, in days gone by, Coley Ho,
St. Joe,
Dublin, even Salisbury. I remember we played a match once in Salisbury. That time I was playing for with Salisbury beat us, and they had a motorcade and we couldn't even go home. We had to wait a long time. They were dancing in the street and everything. I remember guys like used Phil John, Elliot Joseph, and those guys. I played for Collier that time. So you want to see those things come back. Where communities can play sport. One of community to the scholar. Community don't play sport. And that is a problem. Yeah. Good evening.
Yes, good evening, Mr. Sebastian. How are you doing?
I'm very good. How are you?
Yeah, I heard you made a statement about 2 schools in proximity of the policy is Savannah.
Right.
I think it's 3. Because you have a good primary school presently.
That's free.
Okay, free. Well, I'm saying 2 new ones have been built. 2 new ones have been built.
Yeah, 2 new ones, and so there's 3 schools in the proximity of the policy.
Right. Well, good point. Yeah, you see what he said? 3 schools now. And if they have nowhere to play. And I will skip saying that. I'm hoping the people may say, please don't finish those schools. And people are going to school. And all you leave the playing field there without doing anything. It will be wrong. It will not be good. Please, I'm saying to you, I'll fix it. Next caller, good evening.
Tibo.
Yes, ma'am.
Prime Minister that was involved in sports at a young age and keep going up in sports. He want to have sports around him. Would have got young sportsmen and women around him. What happened that field? So he has got no interest in the sports. Let's imagine you made a nurse that never played rounders, a minister of sports. What do you expect? There's another one that is a minister of sports there. He can barely walk. What was that? I mean, give me a break, man. When Mr. James was involved in sports, so he knew what is sports. Mr. What's his name?
Ron Green, Timothy, Earl Willie, all those people were involved in sports. Spats, all of them were involved in sports.
So they knew what the one match out was that she looking for shit about sports because she wasn't involved in sports.
Well, I'm glad as you say that, I'm getting a text which says the stadium, this thing started way back with Miss Charles. The stadium was perfect stadium, but Mark Charles broke it down to big shells and no one said anything. Yeah, that is a fact.
Yes.
The stadium would have had a beautiful stadium now. And it would be the ideal spot. Caller.
I know you
still there?
You
still there? Are you still there?
What he wanted a sports stadium. But now what we have? At the back of the wedding, we were building the grammar school. And they give to the Chinese that to build a hotel. For the Chinese to send their Chinese hotel and children and place their spots in the gardens. We're not son in the mud in the gardens at the back by the pavilion, they play it. Long jump and short jump at the back of the grammar school in a little kubus there because the Coca-Cola now they can do nothing there. What a life.
Yes.
Yeah, but that stadium thing was really something else.
Yes, and now empty shells.
Empty shells. Nobody's there at the stadium. Let's take this caller. Yeah. Good evening.
Yeah, sorry to call again, but as you mentioned about the stadium, and this is a thing I've always mentioned to people because right now, like for example, that old stadium we have in Rosario, we'll be long past that situation of that stadium. Because for me personally, you see the Winter Park, Well, I mean, I think it's the United Workers' Party that broke the Windsor Park. But then again, they had a different plan. But for me, my opinion is that Windsor Park should never have been touched. And if long ago the stadium at Kenfield, they had continued building it, then we wouldn't even have to deal with Roseau to say we're building stadium.
Yeah, you're right.
I just want to implore Mr. Fountain, as he aspires to become the Prime Minister of Dominica, the next Prime Minister of Dominica. I've been following him, and I understand and realize that he's a man that has an interest in sport. So
he's a sportsman. He was a sportsman. Yeah, he was.
I would like, when he becomes the Prime Minister, to make sports a priority, and I would also like him to include sports in his campaign to attract the youth and to attract the people that are interested in sport. Because if we do not have sports, we have problems. Like Mr. Blue Black is saying, which is very right about. From the time sports was removed from Roseau, was destroyed in the Roseau and environment, that is when we began having problems. For example, even the guys that had the Mad Squad, I don't even remember Mad Squad, these guys were good footballers, playing for Blue Stars, playing for James Central and so on and so forth, Kensborough and them different teams around. And from the time Windsor Park was destroyed, everybody scattered and everybody just went wild and everything just changed. Even right now, in Roseau, Roseau and around, you hardly have a team that is really dominant in the football league, like how it used to be back in the day. If you notice, there's more teams in the rural areas that dominate in the football now, because some of them, they have better fields for now and whatever. So I would like Mr. Fountain, please, I am begging. And you see this kind of a thing, when a government succeeds another government, they come and they just destroy everything. Them kind of things they need to stop. I think there should be a law. I call it a law of continuity. That's what I call it. I mean, I don't know if it makes any sense, but to continue things that have been started by a previous government, investigate it, make sure it is legit, and just go forward with it. As long as the funds are available, just go forward with it. Stop destroying, because that is another thing that's setting us back in Dominica. Please, I am begging.
Thank you. Okay.
Yes.
You know, before we have our guest here, but you know this thing about the stadium is an important point. Because if that stadium was not destroyed, we would never have had the problem with it. But you would have had a perfect stadium, plenty parking, and dumb here. So at the time, politics are playing that. United came in, may her soul rest in peace, and nobody said anything. They put factory shelves there, hoping that they would get people to work. All of them are empty. You go down there, we have this bakery there, other things they have in there. So it was a mistake, and nobody said anything.
Yes, no. One more point is this. In the Windsor Park, you have to understand that. We dumped $13 million. 13 million, they said it was time on this money. We dumped 13, and the Tech Wing wasn't part of the project. Tech Wing had to stay. They came
as a good practice field. I mean, that was the whole idea.
You took grammar school from you destroyed grammar school.
Okay. Anyway, we have a guest in Ellie. Good night, PRO.
Good night.
Your friend is right here now, eh?
Yeah, I saw him.
I'm seeing
him face to face.
Right.
So good night, Mr. Sebastian. Good night, Dr. Fountain, and good night, of course, Mr. Loblack. Good night to the listeners of Q95.
Well, you all have new development. I understand you have a new secretary now, the Football Association.
Yes, let it be known as of yesterday when the announcement was made that Mr. Buenka Abraham is the new General Secretary for the Dominican.
Well, say Alvin Abraham, more commonly known as Buenka, because you're a former school principal. So when you say Buenka Abraham, people think that's his name. That's his nickname, his alias name, Alvin Abraham.
Alvin Abraham, hailing from Marigot.
Right.
So for those of you that would not know him as Alvin, his alias is Buenka, and he's a former educator by profession. So we welcome him to the fore of the Football Association.
When does it start work?
After the carnival.
As the General Secretary.
Okay, of the food. So he'll be virtually running the office.
He'll be running. He'll be actually the CEO of the
CEO of the Football Association. Okay.
And we welcome him, and also we want to thank Jasmine Vidal-Matthew for studying efforts throughout the years.
Well, Abby, as you know, we wanted Mr. Hurd to come with you, but as you know, he's practicing. So we hope we can get him here before the thing goes away, right?
Yes, we will. We will try our utmost.
Tell me now. I understand you have a new competition starting soon. Tell listeners about it.
Well, it's the Champions Cup, and the Champions Cup is an initiative taken by the executive to, again, play more football. The ramification or the justifications of it is this. The 4 top premier teams with the top 4 first division in the zones. So we have Dublin, Bafest, well, I'll call it in random order, Dublin, We United, Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers, Mahu. That's from the Premier. From the first division, we have Do It Center Mighty Avengers, RC Doctors.
You can give us a draw. I'm sure you have the team that you have. Just give listeners
RC Doctors and
so you have the draw. You have
the
it.
draw was yesterday,
right?
And we commence our football come next week. That's the 20th. We are
after Carnival,
after
right?
Carnival.
Right.
The Roosevelt Skerrit Bombers will come up against Bafest State. Now, one we might see.
So where these matches are going to be played? All at the football center now?
For now, we will say yes, but hopefully 1-2 games will play in Dubla because of the training of the national team.
Oh, okay. So the national team trains every day?
But for now, they are on a robust, must say from Mr. Hurd, a robust training effort to get them where he wants to see them.
So what happens this weekend? Are they going to be training?
They will be training.
Okay.
I mean, some persons complained. Why? Because Carnival is...
When you say some people, you mean players are complaining?
No, public as well.
No, but I remember when Win was split, we were training right in Dominica. I remember Joe Faustin was part of was a trainer, and we had to be training Carnival Monday and Tuesday. I remember right in the Windsor Park. Yes, we trained.
Yes.
Wes Hall,
yes,
the former Great Western fast bowler, was in charge of training, and we had to train almost up to 3-4 o'clock, both Carnival Monday and Tuesday.
No, but recently, just a few years ago,
that can happen now, Nassim.
No, well, again, but Doctor, hold on. No, hold on. Let me address him. No, he said that can happen. Why it can happen? No, if you have a serious coach and people want to play, so what are you going to do? You say you're not playing?
Yeah.
No, we couldn't do that. I mean, Irvin, I remember that well. Norbert Phillip, Irvin Schillingford, myself, Ignatius Caddy, we had a training camp right at the Winter Park. We had to be there Carnival Monday and Tuesday. In fact, I remember Westall saying, I want to have a drink myself. And then we would stay there till 5 and he said, well, in the night, but you have to get back next morning for 9 o'clock in the Windsor Park.
But let me tell you, just recently, it happened. We had this Trinidadian coach and we were housed at Buffet State, no, but Emsall.
St. Amy's.
Right, St. Amy's. Right, and we trained Monday and Sunday and Tuesday. Allow them to go to Juve, have a little, right? But we trained Monday and Tuesday. Right, seriously. And guys know exactly that in about a few days' time we would have this competition. So they wouldn't,
But somebody's saying when the German coach was there, they trained Carnival weekend and Carnival Monday off and back at training Carnival Tuesday. Somebody is saying that no, when they had the German coach. Let's take this call, maybe for you. Good evening.
Good evening, Sebastian. This is Happy Martin.
Yeah, I have you. How are you, man? Nice to hear you, man. Nice to hear you. Yeah.
Fine. Listen, a few weeks ago, you had the president of the Football Association on, and I called and we spoke a bit about funding opportunities available through the Dominican Olympic Committee right through to the International Olympic Committee. I gave some details about that, and he had promised to sort of follow up. I'm just calling to find out if the Football Association has made a follow-up, and what are some of the outcomes of that follow-up in terms of funding for training, administration, and so on.
Well, if you stay on the line, the PRO is there. Let me hear him. He can answer you. Stay on the line. Don't go.
Okay.
Yeah.
As to how far we are with this, Mr. Mate, I can't answer you fully, but I know recently the budget for the running of the Dominica Football Association was to be presented, and it was presented and accepted from the 33 clubs that we have. Going forward, things will change because one of the greatest dilemmas that we've had in the football is that the Dominica Football Association, and I'm speaking without fear or hesitation, never had a way of bringing in income apart from the FIFA and CONCACAF.
But did you all address some of the things he's speaking about?
As to what he spoke with the president about, I haven't heard.
Well, hold on. Afi, can you repeat it again, please, for him to hear, please?
Yes, I reminded the president that there are facilities, resources, and training available through the International Olympic Committee for any association that is engaged in an Olympic sport, which football is.
Mm-hmm.
And I had been there on behalf of the Dominican Olympic Committee and I audited several of their courses at a university that the International Olympic Committee runs in Greece to train people in sports administration, sports medicine, sports media, a whole range of opportunities. And national Olympic committees are the path through which national associations like football, basketball, volleyball, etc., could actually access those trainings. And it is at no cost to the association. All costs, including travel, accommodation, training, materials, etc., are covered by the International Olympic Committee. And the training that is provided at a university, built by, supported by, sponsored by, and managed by the IOC. And the certificates coming out of that training program are acceptable throughout the Olympic world. So your coaches, your media people, your PR people, everybody can have access and upgrade the administrative underpinnings of your national association. It is still available. It's very much available. And I suggested that Mr. Billy Doctrove, as president of the Olympic Committee, is aware of this, is fully briefed on it, and the association just needs to approach him. And I remain interested in knowing what the outcome of any approach would be, because we make these suggestions not just to talk, because we believe follow-up can be extremely useful. And I hope that, I know Thompson is listening, Thompson is there, and all his ears must be pricked up. And Thompson has 4 ears, eh? 2 you can see and 2 you cannot see.
Well, he's right there. Well, Piero, fun, answer.
Well, Mr. Mate.
Okay, hang up.
Okay, hang on. Okay, and this here. Okay.
Let me hang up and let you.
All right. Mr. Mate, this is no news to us, but I'm going to tell you, one of these good days, I will have to take a drive to visit you, that we can sit and really put some things together. It's not for me alone, but it's for the development of football. And if you are willing, and Dr. Fountain is there, the sports rap is there, if you all are willing, let's sit together and really put a comprehensive plan, a comprehensive package together for the good of our footballers.
Yes, but Ebi, also what I have to say is that what needs to be done is a conversation with the DOC. The president, that the Football Association should really sit down with the DOC and explore what is there, because Billy is aware of it. And so now is to get the information from him, what the options are, and take advantage of it. I think that's an excellent opportunity.
And yes, I will bring it up to the EXO that we meet with
the DOC
and work on something that is comprehensive.
But Afi,
no, it's gone.
It's gone. Okay.
You say go down up and listen. That's what it's saying.
Okay. But let me just tell Afi, what you have said there, I don't think is we have known over the years that in terms of benefits, being a member of the IOC, there's Olympic solidarity that handles this thing, and the association know exactly to access for coaching, for education, medicine. These things have been done. I have been assisted. I've been training in Germany. I've been training in Holland. I'm training in those places. I've got, of course, and I've had several coaches who have gone, who have been, who have benefited from these courses. All you have to do is to write to the DOC, right? Write to the DOC for Olympic Solidarity. They have gotten equipment. They have gotten, you have scholarships, coaching. So these things, have been utilized.
So yeah, and one of the things we must always remind ourselves, things cannot be done in isolation. Dominican Football Association cannot run on its own. Yes, one would believe so, and I believe now, by listening and really understanding what is going on, I was telling you all, and I've forever been saying that the product is developing, and I will take it up and make this is a commitment that I will bring it up to the executive, and we're going to challenge it again.
I hope you do that, and
I will.
And as you said, you can always contact Afi and have a chat with him. He mentioned Glenn, and you see, as the lobby just said, everybody needs to get together.
Everybody.
And if our football, because I just heard our team came from overseas. we didn't do very well, and you want to see progress. We're not seeing progress. Our team going overseas and not looking badly, guys.
Well, probably can tell us how the under 17 team did. Yeah?
And tell us, Abby.
The results were not what is expected. Yes, the young men went out and showed the worth. They drew versus Anguilla and 7-0 and 6-0. These are not the results we expect.
The games, Panama beat us. When I watched it, was 4-1.
Yeah, it was 4, but then it resulted into 6.
6-1, yeah, they beat us 6, yeah.
And the second game.
And Anguilla also beat us?
No, it drew 1-1.
It drew against Anguilla, yeah.
This is not the results we truly want. How can we better that?
Because we see Jamaica just qualify for the World Cup under 17, eh?
From now on, and one might say, Lobby, this is Ebby speaking, it must start with the clubs.
Mm-hmm.
The clubs and the investment the clubs put with these talents will say. And that is where now the overall picture changed in the Dominica Football Association, where the grassroots program is being focused on. From the grassroots, you move into the national academies. Mm-hmm. And in the national academies, that's your proper training and other things we will be shown to the footballers. From this, the U17s, the U15s will be taken, the U20s. From the U20s, then you move up to national team. It cannot be cat blash as usual.
Let's take this caller. Good evening. Good evening. Hello.
Good evening, Thibault.
Hi, good evening. Good evening.
Are you hearing me?
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear.
Okay, Glenn, it's in here.
Nice. Lovely. You should call. Yeah. Because Afi just called and said when you were there, he made certain recommendations to you. So he wanted to know if you have carried them through. Go ahead, Glenn. Go ahead.
Yes, we've submit names to the DOC. The course is going to be, well, and they're not saying that it's going to be a football coach because it's, I think, open out for all the other affiliates. But we have submitted names to, and it's going to be in Budapest, Hungary. So
when can you tell us when, Glenn, it will be held?
I can't remember the exact date, but it's going to be later.
So how many names you all have put forward?
I think we submit 2 names, but other associations submit names also.
Okay.
So that doesn't guarantee that it's going to be
a football. Okay.
It might be other personnel.
And the course will be for how long?
I think it's a 6-month course.
6 months course. Oh, okay. Sure. Why do they, Glenn? Anything else you want to tell us? You're on the line, so you can tell us. I heard you on another radio station talking about your new secretary and whatever else.
I coming late. I suppose the PRO would have.
Well, yeah, he did say about the new secretary. He mentioned it. He said that you'll have new secretary. Yeah, and of course the new competition starting after Carnival. He mentioned that as well. Competition, he mentioned that. Yeah. Anything else you want that's of importance before you go? Well, maybe next week you'll probably have to come on next week, Glenn, and any information.
Well, I can come on next week, but he could mention about the transfer window, which is from the 2nd of March to the 31st of March. That's an important part of the football.
Okay.
So that is open on 2nd of March to the 31st of March.
Okay.
But I'll come in next week.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Right, Abby. Hold on. They probably have there's another caller. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo, it's Afi again.
Yes, Afi, yeah.
I'm so happy to have had Glenn call in. I'm happy that they moved.
Mm-hmm.
But I needed to remind him that in addition to these training programs specific to various sports, the International Olympic Committee runs a university in Greece servicing all Olympic sports, where you can go from a technical level of training all the way up through to a master's level of training in whatever aspect of your sport is important for you to pursue. So there's that level of human resource development towards building the institutional capacity of the sport at the national level. And so I want to urge Glenn to sort of, while pursuing the Budapest and other initiatives, which is very important, technically and otherwise, bear in mind that the administration of sports is central to the advancement of sports. And that University of the International Olympic Committee in Greece, in Athens, Greece, is actually available as well to personnel from the various national associations. So you can walk on both legs, the technical and the administrative and professional level of training. So your football association eventually will have an executive where 4 or 5 of them will have master's degrees or other training so that they can really push the sports ahead. That's don't forget that, Glenn. Pursue that level with Billy as well.
Well, thank you, Afi. I'm sure he heard you. The PRO, I'm sure he's taking notes as well. So he can, when he gets back to the association, he can. Glenn spoke about the transfer window.
The transfer window is from the 2nd of March to the 31st. We will be having the awards and dinner on the 14th of March.
Will there be prize giving and everything?
Giving, yeah.
Where will that be held?
Hopefully, for now, the suggested place is the Goodwill Parish Hall.
Goodwill Parish. We have another caller. The lines are busy, all of them going. Good evening. Bonsoir. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening.
Hello?
Yes, good evening. We're here. Put off your radio. Don't listen to your radio. Good evening.
Let me call you back. The line is bad.
Okay. All right.
Did the teams have enough information for this new competition, new cup?
A lot.
I know some of them might just complain and say we didn't have enough.
No, that's a last year into. So we're closing the 2025.
Something that they are aware of.
They are aware.
Because I know that some teams may have stopped practicing since I know that.
You say that again. Some teams
may not be stopped practicing.
We cannot hold clubs to ransom for not training.
No, but I know, but in terms of yes, don't forget this. The league is over, but there's another cup coming up, gentlemen. So, did that information given to them?
They're 24/7.
Okay. So I know some of them some of them will come and say, "Well, we didn't have, we didn't aware of that."
Let's take this caller. Good evening.
Yes, I'm Silo. Good evening. Good evening.
Yes.
I just listened to Afi there. Right. In terms of the high level training. We have about 3 or 4 Dominicans who have already pursued master's degrees at those universities. Barry Kazimi, Brendan Williams. There's somebody at the Netball Association, and there's there's an employee at the DOC who is pursuing the master's program. It's called the MEMOS program.
Okay.
It's an MBA in sports administration and whatnot.
Okay. Go ahead. You listen to your radio. Don't listen to your radio. Yeah, go ahead.
But what we were told is that the executive members have to be trained first before it's given out to associations.
Okay.
But persons have been taking it. Now the course in Hungary is normally 10 weeks. The Hungary course is for coaches is for 10 weeks. So people like Low Black have been to Hungary, Joel Hamilton, Stanton Serafin, Kurt Hector, deceased, Erickson Leblanc, Macmillan Royer. All these people have gone for football before, for 10 weeks in Hungary.
Okay. All right. Thanks for that information. Thank you so much. Right, thank you. Yes. So every year, you have this prize given, and that the prize is for the last year's competition, right? Like Player of the Year and all this sort of thing?
Yeah.
Or you'll have that, okay.
And the new initiative is that the clubs will be involved and not the executive.
Okay.
So, for example, the clubs...
Explain that.
There are 33 clubs in the overall picture. Now, back then, you would have submitted names and say the executive would select who they believe. But right now, the clubs are going to be the ones submitting the names. Football of the Year.
Oh, yeah?
So, take, for example, Dr. Thompson is from Southeast, Football of the Year. Southeast now must put somebody else, not from Southeast.
Okay.
But you think that's a good thing?
It is fair.
I don't think so.
Objectively, let me explain to you. Objectively, one may think, okay, because you scored 21 goals, that made you or makes you the Football of the Year or the MVP. But there was an aspect, and I would not want to expose everything. There was a certain time within the football that we were doing our stats. So we know the number of touches, the number of this. It was not made public because it's a trial and error thing. And yes, I must give credit to Mr. Hurt for really putting on an app so we could do our own tracking during the commentary, especially for Premier games. And I love the fact that the clubs are the ones now going to sit and say, okay, I'm submitting this name, I'm submitting. So at the end of the day, you see a bigger picture now as to what is really happening.
So let me understand that. The clubs are submitting the names, but they're saying they're not allowed to submit from their own club?
Only one.
Only one. Okay.
So you have 3 other persons to say goalkeeper of the year. You have 3 goalkeepers. You have, for example, Jerome Burkhardt. You have Newton.
Okay.
So Dubla, I would say Jerome Burkhardt because he's from Dubla.
Dubla, right.
But who are you nominating from Southeast?
Okay.
But listen, Dr. Fong, as you know, Lobby, in England, you have the PFA Player of the Year, Professional Football Association. So the players can select something, but you also have the Player of the Year recommended by coaches and everything. But you think people can be objective by clubs submitting them? That's what I'm asking. Will there be any kind of objective?
Well, it's a trial.
It's a trial and error.
Okay. And then who decides now overall after they get all? Tell us how
this matter goes now to the technical department.
Okay.
So after the technical department vetoes and goes through the logistics, it comes to the EXO and the EXO. That's it. Our hands will not be in this. The executive hands will not be in this.
Let's hope it works.
It will work.
Sometimes people cannot be objective.
Funny enough, it's online, you know.
Oh yeah?
We're doing it online.
Yeah. Okay.
So you submit your stuff online, and that's what I've been saying to persons. You trust the product. It will work.
I recall it happened in Germany some years ago. And as you made mention, it was the player who scored the most goals who got the Player of the Year.
And the thing about it is this, and it will help with the selection of our players now. Take, for example, when we are selecting our national teams, you have a bigger cross-section of persons you can look at. You do not want to choose a team and 24 days down the road, you go to take a Jamaica and you get 20 love. What does that say about our football? And this is the whole overall picture. We want a cross-section of the clubs now to look at their talents, identify, and we move on.
Okay, as we come, because we are supposed to
have other things doing.
Yeah, so we will, I want to be in touch with you. Enjoy your carnival. I hope you guys have the fellas training, because we haven't done well in that particular competition. And I'm sure Mr. Hearns will want to put a mark on that as the acting head coach. So I hope the guys will come to training when the coach says it. People must go and see when they're supposed to be prepared for them. Oh, we have the last caller. Let's take the last caller. Good evening.
Yes, good night. I want, gentlemen.
Yes, Mr. Francis. Go ahead, because we want to move to cricket. But go ahead, make your point. Yeah.
Yes, I just maybe could have said what might have caused our goalkeeper to be given that red card in the game in Panama.
Well, he said he doesn't know.
I wasn't there, so I await the report from the. We saw it. We saw what transpired, but we without proper justification and even the report, I cannot say why. What did he say to the referee? What did the referee say to him? Because for us, we might think it's not justifiable, but the referee knew the very reason.
Mr. Francis, by the way, I want to congratulate you. I hate your grandson that was the captain of the team. Yeah, I want to congratulate
you. Yes, I think he has played a lot of football. I think last year they were in Barcelona.
Okay.
Playing in the backyard of this big Spanish team.
Okay. That's good. So he's going to pursue that as a career. He's going to pursue that as a career?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. Well, there's money in it. Professional sports, I think there's money in it. Yeah. So thank you anyway. We want to move on. Thank you so much for calling. Thank you.
Before leaving, just want to remind the players and the fans that football resumes on the 20th of February. That is the President Cup.
Okay.
Come see Baffin State, Bombers, Dublin, Mao, Mighty Avengers, RC Dr. St. Joseph. We united battle for the champions of champs. After that, we will go into the new season, and I pray by the next season, Sports Shops can take one of the first days and just come up there and meet us.
Well, as I say, it's up to the technician, and so we cannot do it like that. They have to prepare that.
I'm still challenging you all for that part.
No problem. Thank you very much, Abby. Enjoy your carnival, okay?
Well, carnival is to enjoy.
No, well, I say if you have to go to your church or whatever,
I'll be praying, see.
Right, go to church, okay. Right, on that note, we take a break before we get to cricket. Yeah.
Good vibes.
Right, thanks, man. Thanks.
I wanted you to.
It's game time. On or off the field. Every goal, corner kick, every penalty. From cricket to football to netball to basketball. Del Matches is Dominica's #1 and only all-star sports all gear, all uniform, all access sports center. Get all your team and individual all sportswear, accessories, and fitness comfort apparel. Del Matches got it all. From Nike to Lacoste to Puma, Adidas, Psycho Bunny, Levi's, football boots in all sizes, hoses, shin guards, goalkeeper gloves, sneakers for running, jogging, walking, climbing, hiking, or tracking, softball, cricket ball, sports trophies, and all sports gear and wear. Your sports dominance begins at Del Matches. Oublie, sway, sauté, marche, éventué, track pants, top shorts, sports bras, in all neutral or delicate fluorescent colored sports fabrics. Only at Del Matches, proud sponsor the Sports Wrap, interactive sports review, results, analysis, predictions, and sports commentary. Del Matches, Arcade George 5th Street, lower down from A Station for Shopping Center.
Yes, we are back, and don't forget again for the last time before Carnival, Del Najis has the sale. Ladies tights, 3/4 shorts, men's sneakers, jeans. Go down there, please. Don't say I didn't tell you. And the next thing, when all get sold out, you say, boy, Sibo didn't tell us they have sale by Del Najis. Allez là, agay bagay zo. You need tout bagay là. En gros sale, you need là. Allez côté Del Najis, gay bagay zo. So play, please, ladies and gentlemen. Guys, we are cricket now as we wind down. West Indies beat England, guys? Were you all surprised?
Yes, I was surprised.
You were surprised?
Yes. I never, because you know what, Sebastian? If I, looking at what happened in the T20s, if we score 2,000, our bowling, most of them the bowling always letting us down.
No, but you have to give West Indies credit in that match. They used the spin. Chase it in place. It was a good tactical move to bring in Chase. And you know the Englishmen always struggle against good spin bowling. And that, in fact, when you look at it, the spinners took 2 and 3, 6 wickets between them.
No, but I think that if Viv was the manager of the West Indies team, Hetmeyer would have been a better player. Because he would make him put him in after a game and show him this stupidness is the way he's batting there. You can't have a ball going up to heaven and
let's take this caller. Let's take the caller. We'll come back to
that. I'll tell you about my ideas on the West Indies in a while.
All right. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Before we go into the World Cup, I just want to say that in the under-19 final, Chiavanchi scored 125, 50 points, 15 50, and 16 points.
You know, it was something, you want India scored 400 runs, in the final.
Against Australia?
Yes, you guys got 175 about 8 balls. This 14-year-old boy. Well, when that was say, I don't know his age, but he scored over 400 runs in a 50 over.
No, but the final matter is he has a talent. I mean, this is more than a talent.
He might score 100 in the IPL, man. You remember that?
Yeah,
so this guy is he's an exceptionally skilled guy. I mean, and not only that, he hits the ball very fast.
That for 14-year-old.
Indians, though, any kind of heavy food. What the hell he eating? I don't know to be. It can be chow mein and fried rice helping him. But anyway,
that's the kind of talent you find once every 100 years.
The 7th time they have won the Under-19 World Cup. By the way, Laws got selected on the tournament team of the tournament.
Okay.
He left them. In fact, you remember I said here, I would have taken a chance with one of these guys, the wrist spinners, because wrist spinners cause a problem to batsmen, particularly when you have this variation in the googly.
You saw that from Tariq, and we'll talk about Tariq a little later.
The guy from Pakistan
that stops and then bowls.
Hey, did you watch the game between India and what's the name?
Nepal.
Not
No,
Nepal.
not Nepal.
They played
Oman.
It's not Oman in they play today, man. Help me. Who they play today? They beat Namibia. The captain was bowling from behind the umpire. Did you see that? You all didn't watch it.
No, I did not see that
The
game.
guy was bowling. He took 4 wickets by the bowling, delivering from behind the umpire.
The Indian?
No, the guy from Namibia. Yeah, in fact, he got 4 for 20.
So he just suddenly appears.
The guy comes and he was delivering from, in other words, instead of bowling from 66 feet,
Yes.
probably bowling from 80 feet away. Because, it's 22 yards, right?
Yes.
But you wanted to make a comment
Yes,
on the
about the West Indies, Sibo, I thought, I was not surprised, I'll tell you why. I thought for the very first time, I saw a team that has some balance. I saw that they have guys who can bat up front. They have a solid middle. And when you have even with Shama batting at number 10, we know Shama can hit the ball. So I think that they have finally, I believe West Indies have a team that can go.
But last week I mentioned that Shepard, Holder, and what's his name, Ford shouldn't be playing the same team. At least I saw they did that in the first game. And they changed because all of them bowling the same pace. They don't swing the ball. So I said last week, all 3 of them should not be playing.
It was a good thing to bring in Chase for the added spin, and then Moti's bowling well.
Coming at number 4, totally wickets, he played well as well.
Yes.
That's the best he has done for a long time.
People criticize it, but he's a useful cricketer.
He's a useful cricketer. And it's about confidence, Listen,
some bad
these guys and Hetmeyer is batting very well. He's in some form.
Number 3 position seems to
have elevated him, inspired him.
Yeah. Let's take this caller one.
Go ahead.
Good evening.
Yes, Sibo. Good evening. Lobby seems to be in studio.
Well, he looks very fit. He looks good. He's well dressed. If you see him now, a long sleeve, lovely shoe. Yeah. Look, when he's talking patois now, he need BRBA.
Good evening, Lobby. Good evening to the
brother.
Yeah. Sibo, what I remember, I called you earlier.
Yeah, you called me today because I hadn't seen me. Well, yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, the dead ball was the same Namibia captain.
Right.
They say the ball has to deliver at least above shoulder height. Remember one time he was going down and bowling a kind of wrong arm?
Well, he got wickets with that. He got wickets with that, bowling on the
I think it was Patel. He got out with the thing, throwing it down. And then they say the ball has to be delivered within the umpire's eye line. And it must be, even though you bowl wrong arm, but it has to be above shoulder height. So that's why they call the no ball game earlier not no ball, sorry, dead ball. Yes.
But caller, your view on Tariq.
Don't keep asking the Tariq, the guy from Pakistan.
The Pakistani that stops.
Pakistan spinner.
That pretends he's bowling, he stops and then he
I
bowls.
find that he's looking so awkward and
You think it was illegal?
I think
Pakistan. I don't remember who Pakistan was playing. The guy stopped, and as the batsman stopped to
But that's where I think.
The batsman stopped.
But that's
even the fella was about to bowl.
The guy
he played in CPL last year and got a lot of wickets.
He's taking wickets like crazy because it takes the batsman off.
Yeah.
The man pretends he's going to bowl and he stops, And when you think he's not bowling like any balls, no man.
Some people think he's throwing, but it's actually not illegal.
It's actually illegal, but I think the process, they need to look at that. Because I thought as soon as you turn your hand, it's supposed to continue.
But not the equivalent to football. You notice now, guys taking penalties. They stop. Goalkeeper going one way, and
then depends on how you stand.
So you see that in penalty in football as well.
But that's a very bizarre.
Yeah, it looked very funny. Yeah.
But the thing is, he's very successful, and to me, that I wonder if he's not just stretching.
The guy got low wickets in CPL last year.
Just a little bit, yeah.
In fact, he didn't play the first game. Pakistan didn't play him in the first game.
About come back on West Indies, and one thing, if you look back, looking at our consistency. We normally do one and then the other give me something else.
By the way, they're playing again on Sunday morning, 1:30. Sunday morning, 1:30 in the morning. I think play Nepal. And next Thursday they play Italy at 1:30 a.m. again. So West Indies plays this Sunday morning, 1:30. By the way, the big match is on. It was supposed to have been off. Indian-Pakistan Sunday, 9:30. Probably the most watched game.
Yes.
You know, the ICC was worried because, you know, a match like had not been played. You know how many millions, billions of dollars. The match is on now. India-Pakistan. After talks in Sri Lanka, the match has been played. But, you know, I wonder what would have happened. Let's say Indian-Pakistan qualify the finals. The ICC wouldn't like that because the match can't be played in India. If India and Pakistan, the match can't be. And you know what we need to discuss too, the Super 8s. Because you know, the ICC had seeded teams, Dr. Funk, preceded. So in other words, West Indies has a tough draw in the next round to get to the semi-final. Because we have to play India, South Africa, and Australia. That's not going to be easy. In fact, of the three, you need to win at least 2 games. 2 games, to get to the semi-final. And that's not going to be easy for us.
Anything is possible.
It's a good opportunity for them too. Because Australia, to me, Australia is beatable.
Australia team not looking strong at all.
Very beatable.
That's why I say win 2 of the matches. Australia not looking strong. But to be the best, you have to beat the best. So if you want to win the World Cup, you have to beat the captain. You have no choice.
My problem, two things with our team, right now we're looking at Sebastian, our bowling. We have to be consistent.
I agree.
Our bowlers have to think. They have to think a lot. All right, make it difficult for the batsmen. That's what they're doing us. The bowlers are thinking when they're bowling us. You see guys bowling way outside the off stump. All right, tell us feeling new. They're thinking. They're not giving you anything easy. Different outside the off stump. Right? So
like I say, we should get past the wrong winning all our matches. I did say I expect West Indies to get past the initial stages. When you get to the Super 8s, that is where the big boys are.
So wait, Sable, when they say preceded, because they had West Indies as number 2.
When England, they expect England
to be very likely that West Indies is number 1.
Right.
So he's saying that they remain at number 2 if they win.
Well, the way it is,
because if you beat everything, you're supposed to make it easier for you going forward.
Because the other zone is supposed to be England, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and New Zealand in the Super 8s. Unless one of them don't qualify, then the other team will go. It goes in the zone. Right.
So the Super 8, so you scrap everything then when you get to the Super 8?
Yeah, scrap everything. Okay. You don't carry points
forward
anymore.
You don't carry points and you don't. Okay, so the matchups are not there. Okay, so that's fine.
Yeah, let's take this caller. Good evening.
Hello.
Yeah. Good evening. Yeah.
Yeah, you must not forget Italy.
Italy today
they won today.
Comfortably against Nepal. Yeah, comfortably.
Italy holds on team and is calling on another wicket on. So we have to be very careful with each other. We might be seeing a walkover, but
well, I didn't say walkover either because no games now are walkovers. You just have to be careful. You have to be very careful.
Italy we got team today and so on,
In fact, I was surprised they beat Nepal so easily. I was very surprised, honestly.
We are happy the West Indies at least has done team and congratulate them. But I just hope that they can continue because Italy is one thing we have to do. Why we are seeing I was talking to somebody, Rogers. As you can tell, you walk over today, I got this strange. And the Erasmus fella, the captain of Italy, is Italian.
There are 2 brothers, playing for Italy. Two brothers are playing. The Mosca brother, I think they said that.
And so on. So we have to go out there and But we're glad for the time being, and I hope we can give up. I hope we can continue. I was just speaking about football there. I don't think about football, but our team, I can remember, as you rightly said, on carnival days when practice. So, but at the time, in those days, our men that love the game, and they have no discipline. But today, as you tell us, but they don't play and so on. So there's no discipline in those days. Okay?
Okay.
Let's continue. Okay.
So, New Zealand and South Africa, that'll be a big game here.
Yes.
On Saturday at 9:30 as well.
Yes.
New Zealand, South Africa is a big game.
Yeah, but then that group is already decided.
Because both of them are.
And I feel I feel sorry for Afghanistan.
By the way, this is super. That was
I feel sorry for them. Double super overs.
No, but you remember Gobas, 24 to win and 3 successive sixes.
Yeah.
That was clean hitting, man.
Yes.
But Rabada, to me, almost led up his team. I mean, but what's his name? Rabada now can be considered a great bowler. When you look at his test record, he's right up there with all the great bowlers. But to be bowling 2 no balls, my goodness, one over, allowing 2 extra deliveries is something else.
You see, nerves does set in, and that's exactly what it is.
The best always get them. Yeah, you're right.
But I feel sorry for Afghanistan because you feel that's a team that belongs in the Super 8.
I agree with you.
You know, and
no, but again, if they go that one of New Zealand so far, we wouldn't go through.
Yes, because that is the team. If you're looking for a group of depth, that would be it.
That group was
that's the only group. That's the only group with 3 top teams.
Well, if Bangladesh wasn't excluded, they would have been a group of West Indies.
West Indies, yes.
And remember, they beat West Indies some time ago. So that would have been a good group as well, but not at stop because Afghanistan is a good team.
But an excellent team.
They're a very good team.
Excellent team.
Yeah,
and those conditions they favor their bowling.
They're bowling exactly.
You know, so it's very, very unfortunate. I feel bad for them, but
but you like games that are super. It makes it exciting. Because when you have like India today winning so comfortably, it's really not competitive when you win so easily.
Yes. But I think that's probably the first time I've seen a double.
I've never seen one before.
Double,
to be honest.
Yes.
A double,
that would have to be a double super over.
8. I've never seen that before. Super over.
Incredible excitement. I mean, people and that will explain why Rabada bowled the no ball because the excitement and
But you will say to yourself, well, Afghanistan let it go away now. Yes. Because in that over, they should have won the game.
They should have.
If you get 2 no balls, my God.
Yes.
And they should have won that game. I think they really let it off. South Africa handed them the game.
Yes.
And South Africa sometimes, they always say they're chokers, They're chokers,
yes. So you think England will make it through?
I would expect England to. Well, Nepal gave them a scare. They almost lost.
Luckily, they come up against Italy next.
And Italy and Scotland. I would expect England to go through. I was surprised today. Nepal. I thought they would have beaten Italy.
Yes, in fact, Nepal was the one I thought that would come at least third. That would challenge them.
Because Nepal beat West Indies last year, remember?
Yes, exactly.
When they played in UAE.
Exactly. Zimbabwe seems to be doing fairly okay.
I found that too. I was a bit surprised. Zimbabwe.
They came and they could even challenge.
But I look at Australia. They're not.
Australia is not a team.
They're bowling all the Cummings, Hazelwood. Let's say the last caller for the night. Good evening. Hello. Good evening. Yeah, Australia. Well, we miss. Caller, are you there? Good evening. Turn off your radio. Caller. Okay, the caller. Caller, are you there? Good evening. No, the caller is gone. Yeah, well, Dr. Fountain, you have to wind up. I think you're continuing tonight with your
radio
fund.
Yes.
And I would all callers, please pledge. The money is needed to pay lawyers. It's an important thing because the country's money cannot be just being given all over the place and nobody knows. People must account for the country's money. You need lawyers, top lawyers, to be able to fight cases. By the way, Dr. Fountain, weren't you in court today?
Yes, I was. It was another postponement. My 26th court appearance, Sibo. I think I'm in the Guinness Book of World Records for the most court appearances.
26. That's 26. A record, really. Guinness Book of Records. You're right. Let's take this last caller now. Yeah, last caller. Good evening.
Yes, Sibo.
Yes.
The minute first super over. South Africa had together 6 in
the last ball. Yes.
And
Tristan Stubbs. Yeah, you're right.
Right.
You're correct. You're right. The last ball stuff. Yeah, so Dr. Fountain's Carnival, we want to urge everybody, please, ladies and gentlemen, Messieurs, please behave yourself. Few su ale kabano, leopa boamu, power seshimela, ale kabano dormi. People can be the one you are drunk, go to your home. Behave yourself. No knife, no gun. If you want to smoke your tampi, your marijuana, go at your home, please. Not in the street. And we want to urge everybody. Let's have a peaceful carnival. When we come back here next Thursday, we want to say, congratulate everybody that we're in a peaceful carnival. Enjoy yourself. Bowl him out, as the guys say. And we'll finish with that song by Calpa P. So next week, we will be back on behalf of Dr. Fountain, Emmanuel Loblack. The Workers' Voice continues where you can pledge. Good night, everybody. We'll be back next week. Let's listen to Calpa P.